Hi, I'm Robert Hale from the Life Point family of churches. Thank you for tuning in with us again today. We're continuing our 100 days of prayer. It's kind of a customary thing, and it's really a very important thing when you think about it, particularly when we're changing administrations. The first 100 days of a new presidency can be critical to the formation of the coming months and years. And I want to urge you, as we've said before, and so many of these other messages that we've been giving, that no matter what side of the political fence you may be on, it's really important for us to move forward, because whether we agree or disagree with an administration, certainly we all want the best for ourselves, for our family, and for our nation. And one of the key elements of that to getting the best is following the Word of God. And the Word of God, well, it makes sense, number one, because He is God and He knows everything. But the logistics of the Word of God are just so consistent in bearing out the truth of what's good for us and good for mankind. You know, unity is, again, unity doesn't mean that we agree with everybody, that we agree with one another, but it means that once we have agreed on a common purpose, a common goal, that we move together in unity. And the Word of God says so much about it. As with other scriptures you've heard us read and talk about during this 100 days of prayer. This one is coming from Psalm. It's a Psalm, Psalm 133. It's a Psalm of David. It reads like this. It says, "How good and pleasant it is when God's people live together in unity. It is like precious oil poured on the head, running down on the beard, running down on Aaron's beard, down on the collar of his robe. It is as if the dew of Hermon were falling on Mount Zion. For there the Lord bestows His blessing," and that's what we want, the Lord's blessing, "even life forevermore." Unity is such an important component. If you take an example, you take Clydesdale horses are beautiful, wonderful horses, but if there's two powerful Clydesdale horses and they're tied together, and you have food at one end and more food at another end, and the Clydesdale on one side sees the food over here, and the Clydesdale on the other side sees the food over here. They've got this enormous wagon behind them with thousands of pounds of weight, and they're tied together. They want food or water. If one goes to the right and the other one goes to the left, they're going to go nowhere. They're going to accomplish nothing. Yet, if they work together, they can go together and get the food on the right, consume that, then they can turn around together in unity and get the food on the left and consume that. So regardless of which side of the political fence we're on, we all want good for mankind. If we don't, then we need to search our hearts. So we need to work together to achieve common goals. Even if we may not always agree with the means, we need to work together to achieve common goals in unity for one another and as a matter of following the decrees of God through the Holy Bible. God bless you. I pray you will embrace unity today.